Yeah, it's a good morning in South Africa. So where I am, we are in the maternity ward. Actually, right now I'm in South Africa, where the giant of goats are. This is where you sent me, because when I told you that I was going to South Africa, you said, Hamis, we really need a lot of information. So right now, where I am, I call him my expert. I call him my senior. Because you guys, I really want you to understand this, that if somebody is doing better than you, or if there is something you're learning from someone, I would like you to give maximum respect, and that's your senior, and that's your expert. So where we are right now, this man is my expert, because he has been teaching me a lot of things. Remember, I'm a farmer, I'm not a journalist, but I really want you to understand this, because I have my real motives. My motive, I don't want to see people losing animals. I don't want to see people making losses. I want people to get the real information. These guys are really very busy. They cannot be able to give you information. I'm equally very busy, but I decided if I have come here for a course, I should also show you, because I've said this many times, in your ears, they are not new food. So this is my friend Oki, and is my senior. Oki, you're welcome, and you're going to speak to my people. I have a very big following. People are watching whatever I'm doing. So, like a good promoter, like a senior breeder in a country or in Africa, that's what I can say. Because for us, we see you as giant, and you've done a lot of good things. That's what I can tell you. We are looking for towards you. That's what I'm thinking. So I've been teaching these people for so long, showing them what I do at my farm. Now today that you gave me an opportunity to come here in South Africa, where we always praise, because when you talk about South Africa, Boer goats, Savannah goats, Kalahari goats, you took the name to another level. Thank you so much. Now, where we are, you told me this is a maternity ward.
Yes.
I've told them much about the maternity ward.
Yeah.
But I want these guys to also listen to you as a person, because they have heard a lot from me. And when you speak, I think they will understand. So basically, where we are, I'm aware it's maternity ward, right?
Yes.
So, okay. I would like to introduce yourself. First of all, your names and where we are, how they call this farm. Then finally, you're going to tell us what do you do in a maternity ward.
Yeah.
And then I'll keep asking you more other questions.
Yeah, Amisi, thank you so much for the opportunity to get into contact with your clients as well, your followers.
Yes.
And my name is Oki Nel. I'm part of the team here at Karoo Livestock Exports. And like Amisi said, this is our maternity ward. And from my side, I can't express it more that the most important time for any farmer that's in any livestock form of business is where you can either make or break your business right here. So we like to keep it simple, but effective. At the end of the day, it's not about having fancy setups and spending a lot of money on unnecessary things. The proof of the pudding is in the eating of it. So we like to see the results, and we like to keep it simple. So as you can see, this is our maternity ward. We got these little small cages or pens that we use. So we put each doe after they've kidded. They are not here before kidding. So once they kid, we allow them to have some time with their mothers outside for them to clean them properly. Maybe we can just show them this doe, for instance. Okay. She kidded about an hour ago, so it's raining and it's cold outside. So we brought her in. She's finishing cleaning them now, and then we'll just make sure that they latch and that they drink properly for the first time. And from there on, she's taking over, and she's taking care of them.
Wow, that's very nice. You mean this guy had just delivered?
Yes.
But I think how many kilos could that goat be? Because I can see it's too big. They are two kids.
My rough estimation, we'll weigh them within the first 3 days. But on an estimate, I would say the young buck kid would be roughly about, the male will be about 4 kilograms, and the female is a little bit lighter. She will be about 3.2 kilograms. So yeah, in total, the two of them definitely over 7 kilograms, 7.5 kilograms.
Okay, you will excuse me to take you back just shortly. How do you prepare these guys to produce in the same group? Like now I can see, because the other time they produced, yesterday they produced, even today they have produced. I'm even seeing more that are ready. Do you do natural synchronization? Do you use hormone to synchronize them to come on heat at the same time? What do you do?
During different stages of the year, we do different synchronizations. So this time specifically, we used hormones to synchronize them. So, and then we did artificial insemination with fresh semen. And then 10 days later, we put in a follow-up buck. So if there's some of the artificial insemination that was not successful, then they would come onto heat between 14 and 19 days. They will come onto heat again, and then the follow-up buck would cover them. So for record keeping as well, it's very important that we know exactly which doe was done artificially with which buck's semen, so that all gets dotted down. And then for the follow-up buck, for instance, if we have 5 follow-up buck, we'll select specifically a specific type of doe that we might want to correct something, and we put them with that follow-up buck. So there's no way that we cannot know who the father is. We can always trace back which male was with the female. So we either do that, or then sometimes when it's in peak season, then we let them be with the buck naturally. So again, when we do our stimulation feed, then generally just naturally the females are synchronized, and then again we put the buck with them for no longer than 2 cycles, so 35 days in total, and then we remove the buck. Again, for record keeping, always have all the data and everything ready and recorded. Yeah.
That's very nice. Okay, I'm really enjoying this because I'm part of the class now that is learning. We also have a way of doing it. I will explain it to you, but this is a new class. I mean, I'm really enjoying the teaching. Now, okay, now the animals are bred and they are pregnant. Confirmed that they are pregnant. Now they have produced, like the way we see, because these are very beautiful kids that have been just produced. I need to know, what do you do now that these babies have been produced? How do you feed this mother, and how do you feed the kids? Do you have any extra feeding that you give to them when they are 1 day? Do you give special feed to the mothers when they are 1 day? What do you do? I would really want to know. Like now we brought the animals back here, and what are they feeding? What are you giving them? How do you manage the kids after, like now this has just been born?
Yeah.
What do you give them? Do you give them drugs, vitamin? Do you have anything that you put on umbilical cord? I really need to know that, if there is any.
Okay. Yeah. No, it's a very good question. I mean, see, the does before they come into the maternity ward, they graze out in the veld, and then at night when they come in, we give them some supplementary feed, because you never can say exactly what nutritional value do they get. So we always make sure that when they come back, that there's something just to, and that can be, that differs even with us, that differs from season to season, because it depends on what we have available. So that's where you need to try and cut your cost, and don't feed too expensive, but not to budget too much, because you want to see, especially during the last 3 to 4 weeks, you want to see a good udder development, to make sure that these does will have enough milk, because we've got lots of twins, triplets, even 4 kids at it sometimes, that you want to make sure that there's proper milk, and you can't wait until she kids and then decide you have to give some supplementary feed. So
you mean, okay, your goats produce up to 4 kids?
Yes, we've got there's a Kalahari red doe that kidded yesterday. She's got four.
Shall we be able to see those kids?
Yeah,
if
they're
possible?
right here.
Oh, let's first see this, you guys. We must see this before we go any further. Wow, this is beautiful. I want my cameraman to show me this. Kalahari has really produced 4 of them, and they are very healthy. I just can't believe. How do you expect Oki to feed these kids such that they grow up well? Because in our country, when goats, most of the time, let me tell you the truth, at my farm, when they produce 2, most of the time I lose 1 or I lose 2. How do I prevent it? How do you manage them such that you don't lose them?
Yeah. So when the does come in, when they kid, you can just show them here. We give the mother. We've got these little feeding buckets, so we get a specialized pellet. This pellet has got a lot of flow-through protein in it, so which will help her to produce a lot of milk, and always make sure that she's got enough water.
Oh,
she needs the water.
So this is water, and this is the feed.
Water, and this is
this
the feed.
Feed is called what? I can see they are pellets. So
this is a pellet that's being produced by a feeding company, a local feeding company, but I think they're obviously international. So I do think that they're also involved in Uganda. But the company is called the Yes, and this specific product is called the Ewan Lamb Creep.
Oh,
so
it's a lamb creep.
Yeah.
Now, they are very specific for the mothers producing, or you have different pellets for different ages of the animals?
Yeah.
Like, let's say, kidding, the kidding mothers.
This is the most important pellet, because we give this to the mother as well, and then there at the end we've got a creep feed, which we'll have a look at a little bit later. So we start feeding the kids when they are 1 week old.
Wow.
Even before 1 week.
Oh.
We take them there, and then we give them the exact same pellet. As you can see, the pellet is quite. As you can see, the pellet is quite small, so it's very easy for kid at 1 week old. Then they'll start. They won't eat a lot in the beginning, but they will definitely start just nibbling on it for the first week, and then after 2 weeks they start feeding. And the importance of this is that, can you imagine how much of this feed the mother must eat to be able to produce milk to let the kids grow healthy if she's got 3 or even 4 kids? So it's much better for the kid to start eating this at the early stage, and then he still gets from the mother what he needs from her. So this is on top of what he gets from the mother. He gets this, and this really helps a lot for them to grow to their full potential. We wean the kids when they are 2 months old, and on average they are then between 18 and 20 kilograms. That's where we prefer them to be at.
So you wean them at 2 months?
At 2 months.
And they're around how many kilos?
On average, between 18 and 20 kilograms.
So my viewers, have you heard? You heard from him. He has really expressed a lot of things. Let me tell you one thing. If the goat of 2 months is over 18 to 20 kilos, I'm not insulting, but go back and check on your local goats and tell us how many kilos can it have in 2 months, and how many kilos can it have in maybe 4 years. Probably, for your information, in our area there, where we are trying to teach people that please do improved animals, do your best to have hybrids. A goat to make 18 to 20 kilos needs over 4 years. Just imagine the issues, just imagine this dilemma that we are in. Yeah. I see a lot of numbers, because I can see this is number 5. Why do you do that? Because for me in Uganda, what I do, I mark, I don't use the number, but I only put, if this goat produces 2 kids, I can decide to put the marker here. I put a spray here, tap, and on the 2 kids, such that I can
identify them.
Yes. Is this the same story that you're trying to do here?
Yeah, it's very similar to what we do. I'm just going to try and get one here quickly. Wait, come here. Okay, so what we do, is we've got, you can see this one is number 5. So we spray the number just in numerical sequence. So the first doe that kits in the season will get marked number 1, and it's just before we put in the ear tags, just for us to identify and to make sure. If you can just catch this one, Eddie. Yeah, there you go. So I know this one belongs here now.
So
And
that's
then-
the story you can easily identify.
Yeah. Up until the time that we put the tag in. So this one was tagged yesterday. So if you can just come a bit closer, then I can show you exactly what we do here. So this is how we identify the goats. So we don't put 24 in there for the year. So it's just for, we know it's in the year 2024. And this was the 52nd kid born on our farm. So the next tag will be 53, 54, and so it just carries on. The other information that we have on the tag is on the inside. There's the name of the father. So this kid's father is named Leclerc. And then on the inside, there's the name of the number of the mother. She's 21262. So in 2021, she was the 262nd kid that was born. And then on the inside, there we have the date of birth. So we know everything about this kid just by picking him up and having a look inside his tag.
Do you see the record keeping? It's really very, very important. Many of you, my viewers, you don't even know how many goats that you have. You don't even have their tag numbers. You don't even have a register book. So you guys, it's really very, very good. This guy is heavy. How many weeks is this?
He's a week old now.
Wow. But this guy is heavy. This guy, like on my hybrids, let me say, it could be around a month. It could be around a month at that weight. But also people come to my farm and say, Miss, you're doing a great job. I'm just trying. Yeah. Okay, that's very, very good, because now we've covered a lot of things. One, I have seen on the umbilical cord, I have seen
Bear spray.
this spray. Why do you put it there? Are you trying to prevent germs from entering in the umbilical cord?
Yeah, exactly the same as with humans as well. So we've got we just got
Sorry.
it's normal wound spray that we use for any wounds that we have,
yes.
and we just spray it around the umbilical cord, because it stops any infections. Because obviously the maternity ward, even though we try to keep it as clean as possible, I mean, that's one of the main areas, the main area where the kid can easily get infection or anything like that. So we can just spray one of these. We'll spray these kids shortly. So we just want the mother to still spend some time with her. If you want to, we can do it now.
You come.
The wine can help.
You can even remove the retained placenta here.
Yeah.
Like, you can see it's there. So pick it. We see how this man is applying, because I want these guys to learn. Guys, where we are, this is a class. I want you guys to learn. You know, we are trying to share the experience, how South Africans are doing, what has made them to be superior as compared to us. So this has just been delivered. Now it has not even taken hours. I think you can see he's using a spray. These sprays are common in our country. We have alamycin spray, and there is a lot of other sprays. Spona spray, alamycin, and so on. Those are the normal sprays that are also in our countries. Now, you've separated, I see you have separated different sections. And I see this is a small section and this is a small section. What do you depend to give a person a bigger space? Because this looks bigger than this. Why? Why do you do that? And the other one also, the one that produced 4, it has a bigger space. Do you depend on how many kids are produced, or you just choose and say you take that bigger space?
No. We separate the single mothers from the twins, from the triplets, so this is still the beginning. We only started a couple of days ago with kidding, and most probably over the weekend and the next 3 days there will be a lot of those that kid. So we obviously keep the single mothers apart. They get the smaller cages, so there's more than enough space for her to lie down. You don't want the mother to lie down and then lie down on the kid. That is terrible if something like that happens. So then we give the bigger space, we give to the twins, the triplets, and then later on we'll move all the ones that needs really special care, like that mother that's got 4 kids, and we'll really take extra special care of her to make sure that she gets proper feed. She basically will have feed at lip, because if we don't feed her properly, she won't definitely not have enough milk to raise all 4 of them.
You know what, Oki? This is wealth that you're giving to my people. It's wealth that you're giving to me. We really, really value your time. I want this guy to show them this maternity ward. And I think what I do at my farm, I always take a section because I don't produce a lot of kids. And I make it a maternity. I also close it one end if the rain is on. And I have seen this is your maternity is really very good, because your animals are too expensive. Because when you compare my animals with this, but this is where I'm also coming, definitely I'll have to do this partitioning. I see it's very, very important. And also I heard you saying that these animals go, if they make 2 days, they go to feed and then come back, and you give extra feeds. So that means it doesn't matter whether the animal has produced or not, it can go eat, then come back and do the supplementary.
Yeah.
That's a very good one, because that really becomes very cheap. I thought that you keep these guys in because they have got the kids. You have to pump them with pellets so that they eat a lot and they produce a lot of milk.
Yeah, no, it could be done that way, but it's very expensive to do it that way. So whatever the situation is, my situation, your situation, what's available on the farm differs. We're very fortunate that we had good rains, so we obviously take use of that opportunity. So our animals graze outside until they kid, and then we bring them in, and then we take special care of them. It's not needed to do it too much before.
That's very, very good. I can see some goats outside there. Is that where they feed from? What are they feeding from on? Is that Lucerne?
Yeah, that's Lucerne that we give them. Any dry roughage is needed for them to just that they will have at lip. So those outside, they are close to kidding. They're most probably going to kid within the next day, maybe tomorrow. All of them might be finished kidding. So we just keep them close here to keep an eye on them.
So what I've learned here, the expectants, you bring them more closer, and when they kid, they enter here.
Yes.
Wow, that's very nice. Can we see where you put the crib feed for these guys to start learning? That's very, very good, Oki, and you've really done a very good job for me and my people. I'm really very, very happy that you've given me this opportunity. Guys, this is not a joke. This trip you see, it has a lot of things. One, it has a lot of money to travel and come here. It is costing a lot of time for this guy. No, I think I will not jump in here. So I think this is the crib. Yeah. Where do we get that?
This we get from our local, but there's many self feeders options available. I'm sure on the internet or wherever you'll be able to find. This is something that we use, and you can see there at the bottom. So we lift. If you lift up the lid, so that's where we put in the pellets.
Oh, so whenever they eat, it keeps dropping.
So it keeps feeding itself. You see there?
Oh.
How it's coming through. So we just fill it up at the top, and then it keeps on filling as they start.
Whatever they pick, it keeps on dropping.
Yeah. And so what we have in the gates, if you could just show them here. So there's little holes at the bottom. So this enables the kids to move through once they start feeding strong.
And the mothers don't go there.
The mothers can't come in. So this is the kids' play area where they can fill their stomachs and without the mothers injuring them, or it's because obviously when there's 50 mothers with over 100 kids, then they can easily injure them in a small space. So we like to have them separate, and they can fill themselves.
I can't get enough of you, for real. This is really very, very good. I want to remind you, in his teaching, there is things, actually what he started with was very, very important, because he said this would be the best time or the best moment of a farmer in the whole of the project. Kidding. Because now, if he invested his money in this, those are already an investment. So when you make an investment, you need money out of it, and the profit is the goats. That's why he said this is a very, very critical time for a farmer to make profits. I really thank you so much, you guys, for the following. I really thank you so much. If you get some time, probably fly in Karoo Livestock Exports. Come, they have very good accommodation. I'm really enjoying. I only freeze when I get out of here. These guys have best service, best things. The only problem is when you get out. And when you have an opportunity and getting a drop of the rain on your body, it is supposed to go through the muscles and then go into the bone. You feel it at the bone. That's the only bad thing about this place. But for real, perfect. Come, check on these people. You guys do trips which are really very important. Not trips that will only allow you to see animals, wild animals. What do you benefit when you go and see the wild animals? You see an antelope being eaten by a lion or something. Okay, you laugh. But are you benefiting? Are you getting sense out of it? Go and do right beautiful trips. Me, I'm going back, and I'm going to show you a lot of things that I'm going to change. My mind is not sleeping. These guys, as if they go into my brain, they fix in a lot of things and make me actually, they create a sleepless night for me. So now you don't know what I'm thinking. You don't know what you will see when I go back to my country, because these people, they really inspire me. Thank you so much. Let me just wish you the best, guys. Bye-bye for now. See you.